us, and right there, in the not too far distance, is where we're headed. As promised, we will do the spire. However, we will not be switching back to... what's his mug? We will not be swapping to Unka because he is a detriment in cases like this, just based on my experience with him so far. I mismanaged my stamina. Shame on me. It didn't have to be like that. Anyway, first things first, we need to get this place... well, we need to get the door open, right? I don't know if this puzzle reset or not. Looks like it did. Okay, this will require a little more work. You wish to help me, my little friend. Come, join us on our journey of discovery. Okay, so this one will probably only ever be moved back and forth. This one is fixed. So is that one. That one. We're aiming for the crystal. Oh good, I no longer have to tap and he'll just move faster. So long as I hold it down. How quaint. So these also don't rotate. Ah. I see. Guess we could do it this way. Although I realize this thing would actually be in the way. How does that strike you? This is a weird thing I have done here. I could also move this over some. Shoot it to here. Deflect it from here to here. Wouldn't really solve the problem. So I know what the primary issue is. Nothing can hit this crystal unless I move this over. So right off the bat, that has to be done. I'm sorry, how is that just not... Can't move the crystal either, so... Ah, that's the issue. There we go. And so we find ourselves rewarded. Okay, you disarm one. It's not particularly a great abyss gear, and I really have no desire to try it out on bosses. Though there's one really annoying guy I'd love to just absolutely disarm and then beat him. Okay. I also have not gone to check the train yet. That is on the list of things to be done. The list is very expansive, and as it is ever growing, do not judge me for the things not yet done. I was not properly controlling the stream. I was just holding in a random direction, apparently. This looks awful weapon-like. know, I find this staircase unfurling to be mildly unpleasant to see. Not quite sure why yet. But it is. Or it was. It's over now. Always check for loot. The chance for loot to be there was... How was I going to say that? I think I was going to go, it's not high. It wasn't high, but it wasn't zero either. Okay. Yeah, something's supposed to happen here, but I haven't the slightest idea what. This is the same as that temple. The one with the Korean name, Chechong. I'm supposed to do something here, and I have no idea what. Seriously, this is how it's going to go? What do you mean you went back down? Well. Out of everything I expected to happen, this was not on the list. The only thing I can think of is that I'm missing one of three things. Either there's some sort of an ability that is supposed to be utilized here. 2, there's someone who's supposed to be here to interact with. Or 3, I need to be using a specific person for this. Which I'm really hoping it's not 3. So far, they haven't done anything like that I'm aware of. So it can't be that, right? Well, it's unlikely. It's the least likely of the 3. That actually annoys me. I really hate when that happens. Well, I'm depressed now. Again, it's another case of that was going to be, if not the entire episode, a significant portion of it. And then it turns into I'm missing something. What were we looking for over here? Don't know why I didn't just mark this the first time around. I mean, that pissed me off so much, I actually want to just go and do the story.
It's finally time.
Over here, so you don't disturb the gentleman. Come on. Problem solved. Anyway, my good man.
It's finally time. Splendid. Thanks to the station, our profits will double. Elmira will thrive with goods flowing in and out. Everyone will benefit from this business. I'll welcome deals like this any day. Here, this is your promised share.
Given how much you stand to make, I should be getting a cut of the profits from this entire endeavor forever.
Good day.
Move. Shouldn't have been there, peasant.
Have a good one.
Is this here? This marker just run off randomly. Yeah, I'm not dispatching to construct anything. Instead, Okay, we do have two things to do. So I'm going to take care of these two problems, and then we will, well, continue on with the story. So, first, mark that, so I don't have to do it. What is this? Okay. Anyway. Listen, you can't skip on Bloodstone. Considering how rare it is and how deep into the upgrading of weapons and gear it happens to be required, and the amount at which it's required, no, don't skip on it. Whatever. I was expecting to have to beat on them longer, but
Let me. Catch my breath. Continue skulls for a trophy. I'll grind your bones.
these guys are mighty brave for being in punching range.
Am I meant to be impressed?
Whatever floats your boat.
Catch my breath. No killing. Save it for later sports.
I haven't even. I've completely forgotten the part where I have other things I can be doing.
You are just shit on my shoe.
God, this feels so good. I know I'm supposed to be using Omega for anything that doesn't require specific mobility or abilities, but who's going to be the last? the end of their story. So it also seems like the little notification where it says loot was sent to storage, it seems like it does. I don't know if it was always the case. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, but it seems like it sends all of the stuff that was on the ground.
Greetings, child.
Child?
Stare at someone else.
You get what you deserve. What?
What do you think you're doing?
No. 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 I should have been home free, but for some... No, I don't know. I don't know why he tackled him. But I know I'm going to have to punch this guy again. And I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to get away with it. So, go ahead.
You look friendly, but soft.
You...
There's talk of a bloke in Delicia whose hand spits cannon fire.
Go on.
A cannon for a hand, blasting away. Now that's a fine bit of madness. Fancy firing a cannon straight from your fist, even once.
Pretty sure he's talking about one of the bosses I've already killed.
Enjoying the day?
Not in particular.
Enjoying the day?
Don't understand how... For you. Right, the thing I wanted to put on and could not. I think I was going to give that to Unga. Which means I'd have to switch, which sounds like it sucks. I don't want to do that. Also, if we're going to end up doing the main story this episode, we're going to have to stay as Kliff anyway, because it won't let me do it otherwise. Again, we'll be doing the legendary creatures later. For now...
Hello, traveller.
Do you have...
My thanks. My thanks.
Boiled meat. Boy, that sounds...
Why don't you pick up some more?
Scrumptious?
Hello, traveller. All right.
So what's going on here? Oh, it's not a proper city, so looking around probably won't net me any bonuses.
Good. Hey.
That one. Sprawled out and purring. So
I'm not about to talk to you about a cat.
coin for vet, I'll do the same for you someday.
No, you won't. I'm going to see you again. Frick.
Even a smile has a cost.
Except a smile literally costs nothing. So you're poor and a liar. Okay, on to the next one then. Now this guy roams around a bit. So he won't be... It's a case where you have to track him, but he's kind of like the hyena, where once you see him, it's just like, you know. Because he's just traveling with a gang of other idiots riding boars, so... I overshot it. There. Yep. No idea how the first shot didn't land, but that's where we are. Yeah, it might be fine. Yeah. I literally couldn't do anything there. I couldn't see. I couldn't heal. That was not my fault. Are there any Palmer pills here? Now, yeah, I should be using Unga for this, but... I mean, the thought of slamming... someone 3 or so times the size of... You know what? Have some. Wanted it so badly. Get off of that. You were saying?
You won't fail me.
I spare no one, not even the animals. Also, I don't know how I hit up on the D-pad when I'm not touching the D-pad. Your boys are dead. You notice he ran off without them. Typical leaders. Typical bad guy leaders. Number one. Yeah, so our inventory is full again. This is all junk. Keep that. Oh, right, I did pick one of those up, huh? I love that these guys always have honey tea. Actually, we do need to skin. For the challenge. Which one of those was it? I don't know what drops what kind of fur. Anyway, we've got a guy to kill. He's alone now. Problem, though, will be finding him. There we go. I mean, since I'm up here, right? You'll never find the loot if you don't look for the loot. Anyway. Don't imagine I'll be able to get fur from the elephants. What are those animals? Buffalo or ox? Guess it wasn't going to work from inside. Looks like iron. Really? Tender meat. Short hair. Of course it is. Alright. Let's find this guy. No, it's not fur, it's hide. They just vaporize the goddamn thing? Well, that's annoying. Now see, the thing about elephants, you kill one, you end up with some angry ones. Like, never mind. They're totally cool with the totally natural death that just occurred. Now, if only I had it. There we go. Okay, back to where we marked. Oh, we put the X first time. There he is. That's not going to work. did you choose to die this way? Okay. Get CC, pig.
Smash your head into the
Okay. I mean, he didn't attack me. He just walked at me and I died. So, sure. Missed. Tree. Pop. I do appreciate just how much burn damage is inflicted, or how much damage the burn deals. Did you not? Oh, crap. No idea what happened to the boss. Just imagine all this loot I can't take. Still don't see him. There. Come on. God dang it. Honestly, I'm really focused on trying to knock him off of the board when it's probably more efficient just to leave him on it. That way, when I attack it, he's the one taking damage.
Still standing?
God dang it. I mean, I pressed the heal, and it didn't register. So, back to it again. really sucks that I can't kill his spore.
You're leaving here. Dead.
I might have to go high to find it. Really, I can't do it with these trees, huh? The one time I actually want to. The most annoying part of this fight is that his spore doesn't die. And given the annoyance of trying to target any specific individual while playing with controller is just... Oh, right, I could do that. Come on, come and get it. That's not him. But I'm going to have to clear chaff anyway.
Flesh bag.
Son, you are flesh too. What? I also don't think your weapons have any steel components whatsoever. Yeah, I'm tired of doing it their way. I wasn't raised right. Hold that for me.
Crush you and savor every moment of it.
Finally. I had to take that a little more seriously because it had become annoying. The tusk of a rock-tusked warthog, once ridden by Ravik of the Savage Fangs. Bring it to a witch's lair where it can be transformed by witchly power into a sigil of solidarity. Use the sigil to mount the rock-tusked warthog and explore the vast continent of Pywel. Well, that is just fascinating. For some reason, it won't let me enter my inventory. This is the world we live in now. Yeah, I am actually... There we go. It's kind of annoying. I think I understand what was happening there. Secret training technique, famous for turning even the notoriously aggressive wetland boars into gentle lambs. It exudes a sweetness and an aroma dozens of times more concentrated than ordinary sugar. Even the pickiest of horses are instantly captivated by its irresistible flavor. That's cool and all, but I've got a witch to visit. Also, why are these like this? I mean, we're here already, right? May as well just clean up the little bit of trash left behind. I'm an environmentalist. Why aren't you? Should have marked them. Good enough. I've arrived. Good night, sweet prince. Of course it's full. We're probably... Oh, we're actually still at the limit. Okay. Right, because the warthog tusk is a key item. Crit rate and health siphon. Okay. You know, I'm still waiting for the game wherein we'll be able to just fight enemies with a shield as a weapon and a form of defense. I await that most glorious day because, frankly, I've been dreaming about it for forever. I can't wait, and yet I find myself continuing to have to wait. So...
First time on Watchtower duty, is it? Yes, sir. I'm still a greenhorn. Nothing too hard about it. Our job is to raise the alarm if anything threatens the village. Lately, those savage fags have been sighted more often. So stay alert. You think they've got their eyes on our village? With the desert's water drying up bit by bit, it's possible.
Fast forward to now. They got it. So I don't know if I can actually... There. That's a dead man. There are not a lot of people around here to liberate this area of. This sucks. I guess they could be at the other area? Is that floating thing there above that mountain? No. I dare to dream. For shame. Okay. But turnabout's fair play, buddy. Man, it smells great over there. I think I pressed Y after that, right? I was wondering if it would work. Now we know. Silly Savage Fang? Yeah, Savage Fang. I was going to say Tusk. Then as soon as I pronounced the T, I knew something was wrong. So we can't liberate this place, which sucks dick. But that's course. See, it says this place isn't blockaded. But at the very least, we can. Shh. It's okay. Give me what you've got. Give me that beautiful back. Your resistance only makes me harder. Get over here.
You move funny.
I don't even understand what you're doing up there. And what weird... There's nothing over here. Hold on. Turn that on. What is that? Pretty sure it's this tower. Spire of Clockwork. As you can see, I went up to it. Yeah, I remember this place now. I went up to it, but I didn't go in. No. I chose to wait for you guys because I am nothing if not considerate. Let's visit the X, then visit the Witch, then maybe, just maybe, I'll remember to drop by that spire. But first, we head this way. Why are you guys here? Okay.
Only its favored something will be the big.
Only one of us can save, buddy. And I can load. Holy crap, that came out of nowhere. Okay. I mean, granted, I'm trying to heal with, what is it, dried freaking fish? Not like that's ever stopped me before. Yeah. It's not cheese if it smells delicious. Or something like that. summoned the horse again. And while they're all stunned, I violate them. I don't know what he was about to do there. I had him do the stab, but it sounded like he grabbed him. I really wish I had been able to see how that ended. Hold up. More troublemakers on the horizon. Fewer troublemakers on the horizon. All right. Idiot. There's a recipe. Above. Hello, I'm not currently here. There we go. So either the recipe is on the first floor or it's actually under.
Be well.
There it is. Fish, I have that already. I mean, the odds of me already having it were high, and I knew that, so it's not like I'm particularly troubled by it. Great, because this guy's horse ran off. I can't buy anything from him now. Wait, so since we've gotten this place liberated, is there... Shut up. Is there anyone... There's a book here. I'm trying to remember that when these places are liberated, there's a chance that there is someone in charge who might have an extra side quest for me. Regardless of how profitable it may or may not end up being. Accessories. No reason to take. That's not it. Needless risks. I mean, we're rich, and assuming I can ever actually go back to that one duo tavern, like the one we did, I think it was last episode? It might have been the one before. We won't have any problems with money. Mother frickin' inventory is full. Of course the Horror Sun is. And I can't drop anything. Get in here. Good. Unfortunately, the accessories we can craft from that won't be great.
Hello.
Alright, we're off to see the wizard. Right, there is one out here. I forgot we changed to this cloak. I don't hate the way it looks. Yeah, that's... I mean, it needs to be recolored for sure, because it just does not fit the motif we have going. Right.
There's fire in your eyes. Good. That makes for a bargain worth striking. My wares have caught your curiosity, have they?
How the frick do I make you do the thing? There it is. Okay.
What is it you desire from a witch?
I would like to put that thing on... what's his name's gloves.
Your conviction will brighten the road ahead.
Okay, I did say we were going to go back to the spire. I have to use the sigil. Weird that it's not already... There we go. I left that book for you, so we're going to go ahead and traipse on over to a lot of stuff marked on this map. And I'm glad that I did mark that stuff, so almost at a glance, I know what it is. The spire, right. I know what it is I'm looking at, and what it is that needs to be done there. Except for the stuff that I marked in the Abyss, which is visible on the map below the Abyss, which is kind of annoying. Rather than run through. There we go. See, he understood. I need to get this guy decked out. I must get this guy decked out. Wait. Hold on. Are these guys like the horses, or no? No idea why I couldn't have a giant warthog. Another freaking. And the fact that I can't interrupt that interaction. Right, I can't do anything here because I don't have whatever that is. I did come up to the door. Well. So there are at least a couple more things we can do out here. There's the fishing here, and this is nothing. There's also somewhere around here is a lake. Well, I say lake. There's this is for farming Abyss artifacts. So I mentioned it before. Out here somewhere is a... I could have sworn I marked it. It's not that. Ah, this is where it is. So here there's a place where something happened. I think, you know what? Let's actually go there now. Because there was a memory fragment, was it? And I saw the memory fragment myself already, but you guys have not, so... Alright, it's not... It won't automatically replay it. So let's see. shovel. Maybe we can find it. Knowledge. Chronicles adventure mounts. There it is. Memory fragments in Crimson Desert. Yeah, this one. This is one I came across while
Grab him with all your might.
playing as Umka. And of course, since he can't put the helmet on.
I thought that was the end of me. Tried to bury the goods and nearly buried myself. Oh, no one will find it here, surely.
Now, I did try coming over here with the shovel. But there's... What is that? That's probably a visual bug when I descended, huh? Because that's definitely the sound the cloak makes while you're... I'm not sure if it's the same as when you're flying, but when you're falling. Okay, then if it's not that... All of these things around here are solid rocks, so I don't see how he could have buried anything aside from dropping it in the sand. So, if the sand does flow, I said, this is solid stone, so he had to bury it in the sand right next to this, right? I've gone around here before, and I didn't see any of the telltale appearances of something you can't dig. I mean, isn't it kind of weird that I can put it right there, but everywhere else it you really hate it? If it were moving, I'd be more willing to sit and wait, but the line was still, despite the sand typically having traction that pulls you towards this island. Here. Let's try fishing over here. I don't I don't know what's going to happen, but I suspect that something will. I was going to shoot them to see what sort of hide they would drop. Where am I going? But I have the fishing rod equipped, so I got the consequence I deserved. That seems about right. Indeed. What disappoints me is that I already know that this is a regular-ish fish. So, see now, honestly, I was expecting there to be some sort of a monster here that I would have to bash the head in of. No, there's a better way to say that. Whose head I'd have to bash in. Apparently not. There. I mean, I am trying to reel it in, but it is not great. The worst part is I have to hold the right trigger when I need to use the right analog stick, which is interfering with my maximum dexterity. So the reeling in is not going as well as it should. I mean, I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, which is probably not being read correctly. Well, that sucks. I mean, it may just be a quirk of the streaming the video game rather than playing it locally. But the fish sure looks like it's made of solid gold. What? I did nothing wrong there. The first time I was reeling it in, it was actually being reeled in. So I don't know what to think here, other than BS, 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 BS. But I am going to catch one of these things. As the cap on the episode, I must. After all, I've spent so much time trying to do it anyway, right? As for that other area where the guy hid some treasure, when you first go there, there's apparently some... I don't know. I think he's just sitting there, right? There's some junk that you can just dig up without even having a shovel. But surely there's no way he's talking about that stuff, because he was in the sand pit, which would make no sense. on, you little rat. And it's really not helping that G-Force now is stuttering. The line may snap if you reel it in too hard. It is not coming any closer. What? Do I have to hold the line tight while reeling them in, or is that just... Because no matter what I'm doing here, oops, no matter what I do, it doesn't look like it's getting any closer. I also just realized I don't need to be holding the right trigger anymore. You only need to press it to start the hooking process. Oh man, it feels so much better not to be needlessly holding the right trigger anymore. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. I see we have now reached the point where I'm just being stubborn. What? Whomst? I'm assuming that was the roving weirdos that like to just pop out of nowhere and attack. The ones whose icon on the mini-map is a helmet for some weird reason. Suck it. A clockwork fish. Catching this fish would make you the greatest angler in Pywel, an artificial life form created by the genius engineer Marnie, a masterpiece demonstrating what human creation is capable of. It has been sighted in a lake flowing with sand instead of water, in the land of the blazing sun. And you know, I think that'll actually do it for us today. I will admit, that is actually sad. There's nothing else out here. So the tumbleweeds just jump then, right? Provision. Anyway, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. Granted, it wasn't much, but I really want to kill them. It wasn't. Not a lot took place. I really wish we could have done at least one spire, but huh? Where? Oh. Okay. Anyway, I wish we could have done more, but I don't know what it is we're missing in order to progress the spire and the temple. But I mean, hopefully it's just given to us, because if we have to find it, well, it's not like I hate being a story dodger, so if it's something I have to find, chances are good that I will find it. But that is going to be something we have to worry about later. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.